Hi guys, how are you doing? How are you doing? So an opinion um, video today. So we're going to talk about Bluepoint and Sony and what's happened with them. So so hopefully you'll enjoy this video. Don't forget to subscribe and tell your friends. So, but before we do that, we're gonna don't forget we got a about a week to go. So to get the games from February. So if you're into those games, don't forget to put them into your library. I've got the um the, the one about going into the sea and stuff. No, Nautica. I've got that one, obviously, and so and then obviously as well, we know that we've got the games for the game catalogue, which is there. We've got obviously Spider-Man in there, but for me, I'm trying to. I might do test drive, see what that's like. And obviously we got the games coming out this week to tell us when it's going for next Tuesday. And people are saying one of the games is a golf game, the tour game. So hopefully I will have that game because I got it last year, and I like it because it's just like that. So it's a nice game to sit down on your PlayStation portal and just and be in someone's garden and just playing stuff on your portal. So hopefully that'll be one of the games, but we will find out in the week what's next month's games. So now we're going to talk a little bit about Bluepoint. Now, obviously, most people who do do games and stuff, all of them have got what Bluepoint is, what the game, what the studio was, what they did. You know, like obviously they've done the Shadow of Colossus. They've done that for the 2 or 3 games that they've done it for. Yeah, so and obviously they did Uncharted the collection, and they did that. And obviously they did stuff with Metal Gear Solid, and so but most people now who are people who are younger, the only games that they probably will is Demon Souls. I mean, I don't play that game, but people have said it is a good game. So when the broke out that Bluepoint was closing, everyone was saying you shouldn't do that. But obviously, I was gonna do a video last week about it, but I thought I'll wait and see what happens. And obviously, I'm glad that I waited, because obviously things have happened now, and now you know what actually is. You got an idea. What happens is the fact that obviously everyone knows that Bluepoint were doing a live game, live service game for God of War, and people are saying, why are they doing that? Why are they doing that? But from what people are saying, the detective sees, he's the person who did some research, some investigation, and from what he's saying, two people who used to work at Bluepoint, obviously it's their perspective, so we haven't got from Sony point of view, but obviously it looks like the God of Game, the God of War game live service is what actually Bluepoint wanted to do, which is good, because obviously they wanted to diversify, and that's one of the things that they said when they got into when PlayStation bought it. They said they want to change their ethos, which is fine, yeah. But obviously, their the fact that they were the live game, it was cancelled, yeah. Then obviously then it looks like Sony said to them, give us more. It's not a good game. So give a pitch for another game, which obviously Bluepoint probably would have did that. And obviously it looks like that they put two or three pitched two or three things, and they weren't successful. So now, and obviously in the meantime, a lot of people started to leave Bluepoint, and obviously people who are still at Bluepoint, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry for the fact you haven't got a job, you know, all the bills and all that kind of stuff. So I'm sorry with that, but I just think that Sony should have done better, because obviously they know what's happening in the world. People need money, and obviously they, all the stuff they did with the Shadow of Colossus and Nathan Drake and all that kind of stuff. They did that. They got money from that. So in a way, I just think what I think PlayStation should have done. They should have said to the employers of Bluepoint, look, right, you're not a good people for doing live services. So I mean, it's one of our good IPs, yeah, but I think you're better doing what you used to do, and if I don't know if maybe PlayStation or Sony might have said this, but they should have said to them, look, here's all our IPs and stuff like Side Super and Killzone, Resistance, and all the other Infamous. Here's all our IP, and make them for the PlayStation 5 or the PlayStation 6. And then obviously they would have given me a little bit of money or give a budget and say, right, there you go. And if you were for me, if I was in Bluepoint and they said to me, you're not good at this game, but you're very good at doing remakes. Give us either. Obviously it's like an ultimatum, really. But you're saying, look, here's all our IPs. Do something with them. But I don't think you should do live service games, and I think a lot of people would have said, yeah, okay, we'll do that, because obviously they're gonna have the money to pay their bills and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so I just think that Sony, they, as I said, they might have done it. I'm not in the board, but from where I'm sitting, it looks like there was a communication, not a good communication between both of those companies. So, but that's what I think that they should have done. They should have here's our photo of our IPs. Give us you can do them, and then, because then obviously if you did that, everyone's a winner, baby. Everyone's a winner, because obviously people from Bluepoint, they would have a job and doing stuff. They were doing stuff that they would like, kind of thing, and then obviously Sony would have the money when the games come out, and that's what I think that they should have done. But there you go. But that's my thing. But at the end of the day, all those people who have done Bluepoint, hopefully you'll get a new job soon, and we love you, maybe. We love you. But in the meantime, all I'm going to say to you now is, have a nice day, have a nice week, and be peaceable to each other.